Hi guys, my name is Lori and welcome to the Icing Artist. So today we're going to be doing an elephant baby shower cake. Now this is in collaboration with Crave Cakes by Sharon, so make sure to stay tuned right to the end for a link to her video. I'm going to start off with a piece of paper towel, fold that in half and then roll it up like this. To secure it in place, I'm just going to use a piece of tape. Now this is going to be for the structure of our elephant. You're going to need 5 ounces of gray fondant, and to that I'm just going to add a little bit of tylose powder, and that's going to really help my fondant kind of stiffen up when it dries. It's going to dry nice and hard. You can also use gum paste, or you could use fondant. It's just not going to dry and kind of hold its shape nicely. So I'm going to start off by rolling my fondant into a ball and then kind of rolling it into this oval shape. Now very gently, I'm just kind of working out the trunk. So I'm just very gently kind of pulling it and pinching it until I'm creating this trunk shape. I'm going to twist it up kind of in the air so that way it can be holding the balloon. And now I'm going to flatten that around my rolling pin just to create the shape, because this has like a little almost bridge kind of missing from underneath his feet. And then to dry that in place, that's where we're going to put the piece of paper towel. I'm going to make a little hole for his trunk. And then using some yellow fondant, I'm going to cut out 2 little hearts. And these are going to be for his ears. And to glue those onto my elephant, I'm just going to use some water. But of course, whatever colors you're using for your baby shower, you can match his ears to the cake and stuff and use blue or pink, anything like that. I'm going to use 2 little balls of black fondant for his eyes. And for the balloon, I'm just going to roll this little teardrop shape. Now I'm going to use a toothpick. Just dip that lightly in water, not too much. And then stick that right into my balloon. And stick the balloon right in between his trunk. Now you're going to want to let that dry for at least 3 days. Now for my cake, I've already baked a 6-inch cake. I'm just going to fill it using some buttercream icing. Once I've put my second layer on, I'm just going to push down with my hand, and that's just going to squeeze out any of the kind of extra icing in there. Using a bag, I'm just going to apply my icing to my cake. For any of my recipes, you can go to theicingartist.com. I've got all of my buttercream recipes as well as my cake recipes there. Once you're done applying the icing, you can use your spatula and start smoothing it out. So I'm going to start on the top, and I'm just going to kind of work my way around the cake, just turning it on my turntable and scraping off some of this excess icing. Now I'm going to work my way onto the sides and do the same thing. I'm just turning my turntable, scraping off some of this extra icing, and really just smoothing out the sides. Now the cake doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to smooth it out with a piece of paper towel. If you'd like to see a full video on this technique and how to properly smooth a cake step by step, the do's and don'ts, you can click here for the full video. You're just kind of rubbing the piece of paper towel over your cake, and that's going to help give you a nice seamless finish. Now using a tip number 12 and my white buttercream icing, I'm just going to pipe on some polka dots. And again with a piece of paper towel, I'm just going to lightly tap them, and that's going to make a nice little flat dot for me. And then using a tip number 104, I'm just going to make a nice ruffle trim. And now that my elephant's been drying for about 4 days, it's ready to go on the cake. So I'm just going to mark where I want it, and then I'm going to take a skewer and just stick it into the bottom of the elephant and then put that back onto my cake. That's the way it doesn't kind of slide off on me.
Well, I hope you guys really liked my elephant baby shower cake. He's actually not that difficult to make, so make sure you give him a shot. And thank you guys so much for watching. If you are new to my channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because I do put out new great videos every week and you're not going to want to miss them. And if you haven't seen Sharon's cake yet, she did this amazing little block cake. It's so cool, and she did this cute little rocking horse inside, so you definitely want to check it out. Subscribe to her channel because she's an amazing cake decorator, and she always has great videos going on to her channel. Thank you guys again so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and take care.